My grandmother walked most of the way from a little town near Gars in Austria to London. She was 20, green Liban and raw, and so was this country. Both of them relentless, unshaken, upheaved from an ancient order of things into a world whose recent peace was more tentative than convincing.
That's good.
Now, what we're going to do is, your right eye is the dominant eye, so we're going to move it over just a little bit to your left.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do is, we'll start in the middle of a paragraph, just treacherous.
Okay.
So we're going to start there. So you're going to read in a tough spot. Now, can you put your finger right in the middle and kind of keep it flat and put that hand away? Yeah. And what I want you to do is lift your finger up real slow towards your nose until the words are blurry, then stop. Go real slow, and when they're blurry, stop.
Hey, George, can you let him hold the corner there because your hands are
Oh,
blocking?
okay.
So that
You got them blurry? Go back and start over. Just go slow. Look over your finger at the words.
Yeah, about right there.
Okay, now I want you to move your finger back down the way it came, real slow until the words are clear and sharp, and stop when you get there.
Right there.
Okay, now there's another one down barely off the paper, and move your finger down until you get to that one.
So,
Is that it right there?
yeah.
That's it? Okay, let me hold your hand. Now, can you put your hand on the table? Okay,
not your finger.
let's lift your finger up to the clear spot.
Oh, there we go.
You got the clear spot? Okay, now pull your finger back and pop it right out to the clear spot. Do that a couple times. And can you go a little bit lower with your clear spot? Is that it there?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay, that's the one we're looking for. Good. Okay, now do that a couple more times. Okay, now this time I want you to pop your finger out to the clear spot. And I want you to read this line.
When I pop it,
Just keep your finger there.
the number of children in poverty, we need to begin by defining what.
Okay, now take your finger away and pop it out to the clear spot on the next line as you move your hand down a little bit. Okay, read the next line.
What does and doesn't count as a children in poverty? What is a child?
Can you talk just a little bit louder?
Do it again.
No, that's all right. Go to the next line.
It is someone under 16, under 18, under 21. What about dependents?
Now take your finger away and go to the next line.
Dependents over 21 who live with one or both parents also were. Jeez. That goes pretty fast.
You're
Is it
going
really-
really fast, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, now this time, what I want you to do is pop your finger out to the clear spot, take your finger away, and read by looking right at the top of the word. And you pop your finger out now, and take your finger away and read. No, keep your hand there. And read by looking at the top of the word.
Going to have defined poverty should oh, I lost my clear spot.
Pop your finger back out. When you lose it, pop your finger back out.
Should our
Definition.
definition be based
Make each line clear.
solely on
Pop
income?
your finger out. Take your finger away and read by looking at the top.
Solely on income and what counts as income, for example, do food stamps
Make
count?
each line clear.
Should we take into account how many members?
Okay, now your finger always goes in the middle of the line, even if you're gonna read over here or over here.
Okay.
So always in the middle. Let's go to the next page. And this time, what I want you to do is, we'll start right here. What I want you to do is make it clear, take your finger away and read by looking at the top, but keep going until you're out of it. When you're out of it, the words aren't clear, you'll go back to one word at a time.
Because sometimes I see like clear almost 2 down.
That's
Is that
okay.
what you mean? Go till it stops?
It'll be great just to keep going when they'll all be clear.
Okay.
So what you want to do is take your finger away, go down to the low spot. With your finger, don't hold it too high.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're focusing too high. And read by looking at the top, but keep going until you think you're out of it, and then pop your finger out and make it clear.
Okay. So keep my finger read.
Don't take it away and read by looking at the top.
Okay. As a general rule, advocates provide to define social problems as broadly as possible. There are at least 2 reasons for this. First, advocates often claim that they are drawing attention to neglected problems, to subjects that have been ignored instead of being.
Very good. That's what we wanted, is when you can tell when you're out of it. And
Yeah, it's just like hit to where the given wasn't coming.
now, it's like walking 1 block, then 2 blocks, then 3 blocks, or lifting 5 pounds, 10 pounds. You go as far as you can, and you'll go further and further each time.
Okay.
And probably by tomorrow, you'll be reading pages. So.
Nice.
And you need to move, you're starting to shift, so you always want to remember you keep a little to your left.
Okay.
Not a lot, just a little. Okay, so it's not a race, just read it at a good speed, and I'll tell you when to stop. So anytime you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. My grandmother walked most of the way from the little town of Graz in Australia to London. She was 20, green-limbed and raw, and it was in the country. Both of them relentlessly unshaken, heaved from an ancient order of things into the world whose recent peace was more tentative than convincing. Of course, she did not walk alone. There is still vestigial properties in operation. Her brother, senior by a couple of significant years, accompanied her to dark-eyed travelers seeking rumour future than the one they stood in to inherit at home. Leaving behind 3 younger sisters and the widow mother, they strolled towards the possibilities that an uncle well settled in the whirlwinds.
Yeah, your speed and your fluency, you were so choppy before, and now you were just, just going fast.
Yeah, it was sometimes it was connecting. I almost felt like I was going to fall. Like I was running too fast and I was going to fall over. It's kind of nerve-wracking because I was like, "Holy crap! I need to slow down."
Yeah. And it's okay to slow down. Don't try to go too fast because you want to remember it. But what's important is make sure it's clear, because you still, like I said, you're looking. Remember last time you said you were looking like 3 lines above and to the right, 3 or 4 words. Well, you're still looking quite a few words ahead and missing words like a. Okay, and you said country instead of century. So you're picturing, you're looking at trying to figure out what unshackled is, and then you're missing the words behind it. You're making up words. So you got to be careful not to go too fast, but you don't want the choppiness either. You want to be able to see them clear.